Hello ladies and gentlemen, Trippy AK here for another C++ tutorial, and I am here to explain and teach you arrays. Now, when you think of a variable that is a container that holds data, when you think an array, don't really think of the container itself, think of it as a cup holder. If you were to go to McDonald's and get that 4 drink holder thing, that's a cup holder. And it could hold up to 4 things, or at least 5, whatever. 5 things of sodas. So if you saw it, then you'll understand, but right now the array is basically a collection of data of similar things. So if we were to use the int data, because the data type is integer, and that's what we usually use arrays for, and I'm going to name mine alpha, you can name yours whatever you want. In order to declare an array, you would have to use square brackets. The square brackets are used in order to declare how many elements of the array you're going to use, but you can have it empty if you don't exactly know what size you want yet. So right now I just made an array of 6 elements, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And each element has a certain place called an index. Now, arrays are very special because when computers count, they like to count from 0 to 1. Well, from 0 to the very end. So if you want to print out the number 2, many people say, oh, just type 2. And if you do so, then you get 3 instead. That's because, as I said before, all arrays start at 0. So you basically follow the rule of 1, or off 1. So instead of typing 2, you type in 1. So you get 2. Now if I were to type in 0, you will see it'll be 1. As it says right there. So if I wanted to print out the entire array, element 0 through 5, that would be a pain in the ass. So instead we can use the simple for loop to do that for us. Now what we need first is an integer. I'll have mine x, called x, and it will be set equal to 0. The reason why it's set equal to 0 is because all arrays start at 0. Now, as x is less than the total amount of indexes, which is total of 6, well, I mean elements 6, so 6. And then x plus plus. So starts at 0, as long as x is less than 6, it'll keep on adding. Now we did less than equals, there's going to be a small weird error, but since it goes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 is indeed less than 6, because 6 is not equal to 6. Well, 6 is equal to 6, but 6 is not less than 6, so we'll be fine. Now, in order to print out on the screen, we could just do alpha, square brackets, and many of you are probably like, what do I put in here? You put in x. The reason why you put in x is because x is being manipulated by 1 every time it goes through the loop. So the first time is 0, the second time is 1, the third time is 2, and so forth, all the way to 5. So I should probably end that line. If I end the line and run, I have 1 through 6, perfectly fine. Sweet. So that is the very basics of, well, arrays in general. You could get more complicated with passing them in through functions, which we'll do next. Yeah, we'll pass arrays through functions next, and then after that we are going to go ahead and make multi-dimensional arrays, which will look a lot more like a matrix. So pretty much that is it for arrays at the moment and the basic for loops, showing how powerful the for loop is and how awesome it is. That is all. See you next time. Alpha. Because x is less than alpha, primary token.